Hello, is this thing on? Good. If you're hearing this, we are the final year project group number 4. Final countdown. My name is Johannes Alejandro Canlas Bilasa, and I am the producer and the screenwriter of the project. The original idea that we wanted to make was we wanted to make a short film about COVID-19 and to inspire hope to those who have lost it. We had a lot of name ideas, but we settled with the title of 14 Days, which was based on how many days people had to be quarantined in the early days of the outbreak. This is technically my first film production. I learned a lot of film and movie lessons in the craft of filmmaking. And it's also one of the screenplays that I have written that has actually become filmed, because during the COVID, most of our uni projects didn't make the cut. So what are the things I learned? I learned how to work with people with different schedules. Funny enough, not everyone has the same schedule, so I learned to adjust with that. How to scout and book venues for filming, which is pretty tough, but I can deal with it. And what type of equipment is needed for filming, such as stabilizer, stand, cameras, mics, etc. And one of the most important things that I learned is that not everything goes according to plan, which I believe is one of the most important lessons when making these type of projects. Sometimes you need to basically be willing to cut some of the things that you plan because it's not physically possible. Yada yada yada. And most importantly, be ready to help when necessary. Sometimes your group members need a bit of help, and just be willing to take the role, if I recall. Well, I really had a lot of fun, and this is some sort of life-changing experience for me. Oh yeah. One thing I would like to add is I want to thank everyone for being so awesome. Without all of you guys, we couldn't have done all this awesome work. Well, that's all I have to say about that. Wait a minute. Holy crap! End transmission!
Hi, my name is Joel. What I think about the final year project? Um, the project planning is kind of slow in the beginning since we have something to do or someone has scheduled when we plan the day that we do our meeting day. So what we did was we kind of update them what we have done in the meeting and just update them in WhatsApp. That's it. So Um, about the shooting dates, we just did, we filmed it during March till April. Well, it's not that too long, but we actually just managed within 2 weeks. That's it. Um, well, um, the time we shoot, it was fun to film in the hotel and also the public spaces in the place. But it was pretty scary to film in the airport since there were a lot of security within the airport area due to the COVID measures. So let's move on to the hotel shooting. We need to find something that kind of look like studio looking. Well, my friend Johannes managed to book it, and the one who paying for all of them since we are in the budget. So we had 3 days to shoot in the hotel since we need to film we need to film because mainly our shots are in the hotel and we need to film also at night to show the day his whole day period in the hotel in his quarantine days. Okay, so overall it was kind of fun. It was a learning experience for me and learning how to use the lighting equipment, also the gimbal. There are trials and errors while filming and takes mainly. It was alright, but we managed it. As we need a lot of takes, cuts, in order just to find which is suitable for us in our final cut, version. So this is my own opinion and my reflection about the final year project.
Hi, my name is Adnan, and I'm gonna be doing my reflection on the final year project. So the final year project was actually very, very interesting and very fun, because everything went well and everything went on time, on schedule, and we all used our skills and all our, talents and skills to make this film actually happen. And without my group mates, we wouldn't be able to make it. Honestly, I want to credit everyone one by one. Firstly, Johannes, who managed the schedules, the film, the venue for this this project, and it went really well because he gave a lot of ideas. He knows what to do and what to not do, and he suggested us what we can do to make these ideas happen. So without him, it wouldn't be possible to manage all this, venues, this script writing, this film ideas. Everything was really good. And Johannes is very talented. And Rizwan, he used his own film ideas, like not ideas, but experience to make this film, because he used a lot of his uh, experience from making films and directing it, and he was telling us what are the best shots and how we can do it. And in the end, he made a very good edit, and I'm gonna credit him for that. It's really nice. And Joel was really good with his cinematography. I'm not gonna lie, the scenes look really, really nice, and he used his own ideas, and he also took the best shots that would look really, really nice and aesthetic. Credits him for doing really nicely. Karan was a very, one of the reason why this film actually looks so realistic and really professional, because his acting was sophisticated, and also he took his own experience to make this film actually really nice. And honestly, without him, I wouldn't know how to act properly, because it's also my first time acting. And finally, Juana, she is very artistic. She used her own ideas to make a storyboard, and we used it to shoot our film. And also her ideas for the posters were amazing. It just combines everything together. Honestly, with everything, like all these things, we were feeling it, and in the end I also made the music, which actually fit well. And honestly, it's a win-win, because it's a very good film to us, and also we all relate to it, and I think it's very important for people to watch it in order to understand the situation that's going around and all like that, because it's really relatable. That's pretty much all I can say, and thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Rizwan from Group 4. For this project, 14 Days, I was the editor, and I also helped write the screenplay with Johannes, and I also did some cinematography here and there for the movie. The project was really interesting for me because it's not often that you get to work with a team of people, especially from school. And I was lucky enough to work with a team that was very enthusiastic. Nobody was the free rider in this project. Everyone really gave their best, and I'm really happy about that. And I believe the film, which is about quarantine and COVID-19, so everything is like very relatable to the times that we are in. So I'm happy that the project is really about something that's really going on right now, and it's something that everyone can relate to. And for this project, we also didn't really have any conflicts, so that was also a really good thing, because in productions usually there might be conflict, but this one, everyone was really trying their best to give their maximum effort. And I really have to thank all the team members, really, and all the people who came to help us out as well, like my friend, and also Sadnan's friend. They came to help us out with my friend came to help with the acting, and Sadnan's friend came to help with the makeup. So that was really helpful and really nice. And so I hope that the teacher and everyone who watches the movie will really like and enjoy it. And I just hope that people will like this movie.
My name is Juana Serenas, and this is my reflection for the final year project. So in the beginning, we did start off a little bit slow because we had a lot of conflicting schedules, but we actually dealt with this in a way that I thought was quite effective. We would, with who was available, we would conduct meetings, and then we would update and reiterate what was discussed in the meetings in WhatsApp groups so as to get all the members on the same page. I was mainly focused on the art direction of the film, so I was in charge of the storyboards and the movie poster. For me, it was an incredible learning experience, especially with these storyboards, because despite being a seasoned artist from studying fine arts in high school, I had never been able to storyboard before. So it was really interesting and a challenge to take these scenes from the script that had been written and transform them into something visual. With the movie poster, it was also something not usually in my depth of field, but also an incredible learning experience because I got to utilize what was given through the script and take the mood, the energy, the overall image from the film and be able to translate that to something visual and something that got our message across to people who would just look at the poster. That in itself was an incredibly fun learning experience, actually, because I got to utilize one of my favorite design movements, minimalism, and overall the final year project was something that I felt culminated a lot in the visual arts I had done in the past 2 years, and it was an incredible project with a lot of incredible people to work with. All of them were extremely great. Like, I love my group. And yeah, that's my reflection on the final year project.
Hi, my name is Inkaranjeet, and today I'll be doing a reflection video on the media project that we shot. I'm from Group 4. So after shooting this movie, I've gained a lot of experience and I've made new friends. And then like after this COVID situation, we were not allowed to meet our students. But after we got to shoot this movie, we were meeting and then we were just discussing and having meetings. And then shooting this movie was really memorable because first, we are all beginners. I'm an actor, I'm not a director. But directing this movie was really interesting as I could manage the team really well because they were listening, they were attentive, and they were helping me when I was not able to think. And they were giving different ideas to me, which was really interesting to see that a different person has their own ideas. And shooting this movie was really smooth because everyone were doing their part. Like Joel, he was the cameraman. He was doing a great job at setting the camera. When I said, please set the camera, he was always ready because first thing for a cameraman is to be always quick and ready. And then secondly, me doing the main actor, so I was once because I was also directing and acting, so I needed an assistant. So Rizwan was helping me with the direction because he's also a director, so he was helping me, and that was a really nice experience. So he told me to stay in position, so I was in the position. So yeah, and Johannes did a really great job at being the backup, I mean the backbone of the group, and he helped us with the meetings and with everything that we didn't know. So he was the backbone of the group. And then Sadnan was a really good co-actor, and I've really enjoyed working with him. And for the sound, it was really interesting to see that what sound can change in a movie. Like, it's a raw file, but once you add sound, it's really interesting how it comes together. And then yeah, so and working with all of them was a really good experience. I'll say, like interesting. So, and then we enjoyed working together. So it was like a fun kind of thing. So I think after shooting the movie, I feel that it is good to do media projects because uh, firstly into films, and after doing this I think it's a really good experience. So yeah, so this is all I want to say. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the movie, and thank you, miss.